What's happening, you guys? It's good to see your guys' faces again. Since South Africa is on lockdown, we have been forced to stay in our houses, so for us creators that means we don't have much to work with. But today we're going to do a little bit of self-isolation photography, just some ideas that I have for you guys can exercise at home. Don't need a model for these things, you do need a couple of utensils, but we're going to run through them. Anyways, let's jump to the first one. So our first idea, I have no idea what it's really called, but basically it's using a little bit of cooking oil and then throwing a little bit of water in the oil, which will create those droplet effects because they can't mix because they're different consistencies, whatever the science words are. But with that, we're going to put the iPad over here. We're going to put that under it and it's going to show like a different color. So it's going to give all like these different color effects in the water and in the cooking oil. But I'll show you guys instead of telling you guys. So we had to wait like half an hour for the iPad first to charge, but finally we have the iPad sorted. We have the nice little picture going on top. Now we're going to take our water and a syringe and we're going to basically just like drop water into the oil in here. So we've dropped our water droplets in there. I'm going to switch over to my 18-35 lens because it takes much better photos than the 10-18. So off the bat, a few things that I learned is that you have to elevate the actual like see-through container thing from the like light source, the iPad. That way it creates that the background or light source is actually blurry, because what I found was the closer that the water droplets were to the actual light source, it actually just focused on the light source and not on the droplets at all. So having that little bit of height allows you to be able to focus on your droplets. Now we just got to clean up this entire mess. So for our next idea, basically going to be dropping an object into water and then you're going to take a photo of it dropping it as it breaks the surface of that water. I'm lucky enough, I have a very big swimming pool that I can use, so I'll be dropping my object in there. I've got a mug, not right now here with me, but I've got like a mug that looks like a lens that I'm basically going to drop in the water. I did this yesterday and I couldn't get it right, so I'm trying again the next day, which is today. But basically what you want to do is you want to use autofocus, put your cup or mug under the water, just under the surface of the water, autofocus onto it, lock your focus onto that mug, then hold your camera in the position that you locked your focus on, drop the object, continuous burst, and you'll catch it just as it lands in the water. It's a really cool effect. With this trick though, you have to just try it over and over and over, and eventually you will get it right. So for our next idea, we're going to recreate this. So basically how they do this is, you're first going to use your tripod over here to get a photo of yourself, like as if you're pretending to throw it up, and you want to get a blurry out of focus photo for that one. Then we're going to get another photo of us with the actual Scrabble, like the plastic. And then what you basically want to do is you want to take that Scrabble words, stick it on the masking tape, and then you're going to take a second photo of that in focus at the exact same framing that you used for your previous blurry shot. Then you're going to put it both into Photoshop, and once you put it into Photoshop, you're going to like actually put the two photos on top of each other, and then you're going to put your Scrabble photo on top, and then you're going to mask out the parts of the actual masking tape. This photo does require some Photoshop education, so you might have to research on how to do that, but hopefully from the screen recording you'll be able to pick up how to do it. Also, a quick little hack: if you only have one camera and you're taking photos of yourself and you have no one else who can take the photo for you, hopefully your camera does have a Wi-Fi connection where you can connect your phone to your camera and then you can take the photo from your camera. I'll show you guys with the screen recording. Alright, so we just finished up downstairs now. We're finished with that shoot. I am absolutely exhausted now. I've been running around all day trying to get these photos, but I'm pretty excited about them. They're all turning out pretty well so far. So for our next shoot, I'm sure you've all seen photos like this where you manipulate yourself, you put yourself more than once in a certain room. We're going to do that right now. Once again, it also requires a bit of a Photoshop education. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to put the camera up on the tripod over here, and then we're going to have the scene set here, and I'm going to place myself all around, and then in Photoshop I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Basically putting all the photos of each other and then masking out all the bits of yourself, therefore creating one image of yourself. But let's check it out. Once again though, you want to use your phone to connect to a camera so that you can take photos while you're sitting in the different places instead of having to run it up and down to your camera, as well as you want to use the widest angle lens you have possible. This way you're able to get more of the landscape in and get more of yourself also in the photo. So that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys are able to learn something new. If you guys do try out any of these tricks, check me out on Instagram, tag me in your photos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.